Let's make this gorgeous Christmas wreath. We will need printed pattern. The link to the pattern is in the description below the video. Frame or hoop for punch needle. Fabric for punch needle. Cotton raw fabric, linen or monk's clothes. Punch needle and needle threader. Glue stick. Pencil and marker. Magnets. Scissors. Yarn of the desired colors. Cord for the loop. Garland at least 3 meters. PVA glue. Felt for backing. A piece of cardboard or plastic. Hot glue gun. Lay out the sheets with the pattern. According to the marks on them, cut out the pattern along the indicated lines. Glue all the pattern pieces together. Trim off any excess corners. It's not necessary to cut exactly along the outline. Stretch the fabric onto a frame or hoop. Try to pull it as tight as possible. The fabric should be like a drum. Place the pattern under the fabric and secure it with magnets in several places. Use a pencil or marker to trace the pattern onto the fabric. Remove the magnets in the pattern. I mark the balls so I don't get confused about what color to fill them with. Y yellow, R red, B blue. I outline the drawing with a marker to make it clearer. Insert the needle threader into the eye of the needle from the outside, then into the barrel of the needle itself. Push it through the entire length. The needle threader should emerge from the center hole in the base of the handle. Insert the end of the yarn into the threader and gently pull the other end of the threader, pulling it and the yarn through the needle. Punch the fabric with the needle as far as it will go and lift it up. Do not lift the needle too high above the fabric. The needle should point toward the embroidery line. Make small stitches, the length of each stitch being approximately equal to the thickness of the thread. To avoid cutting the thread, you can stitch back and forth in some places along the same line. To do this, double the stitch length and, on the way back, insert the needle between the punctures of the first row. When you've finished embroidering a line, simply hold the thread with your finger and pull out the needle. Cut the yarn, leaving a small tail. Continue embroidering the entire outline in black. I left the lines on the bells unembroidered. There will simply be a transition of shades. Insert dark yellow yarn into the needle and fill the top of the bells up to the dividing line. First, embroider the outline of the area you will be filling. And then fill everything inside this area. Place the rows tightly next to each other. This is how it should look from the working side, and this is how it should look from the front side. Embroider the bottom of the bell with light yellow. Fill the balls marked Y with the same light yellow. This is the intermediate result we got. Fill in all the details of the bow, ribbons and balls marked R with red color. Fill the remaining balls with blue. Well, all that's left to do is color the wreath green. This is the beauty we got. But there may be crossed loops on the front side, and they need to be untangled. You can use a needle, scissors, and tweezers to help you. The main thing is to untangle all the loops. If there are any elongated loops, trim them with scissors. Now the work looks neat. Apply PVA glue to the back of the embroidery and spread it over the entire embroidery using cardboard, plastic, or a brush. Let it dry completely.
A few hours later.
When the glue is completely dry, trim the embroidery around the perimeter, leaving a 1-2 centimeter edge. Cut the inner hole by the same way. Make cuts on the fabric. Use a hot glue gun to glue the edges of the fabric inside the embroidery. Be careful, the glue is very hot. The edge of the embroidery turned out neat. Let's make our wreath glow. I use a 3-meter LED garland with 30 lights. Place a dot of glue on the inside edge of the wreath and glue the first light so that it extends slightly beyond the edge. Bend the wire so that the next light is on top and glue it a short distance from the first light. Continue gluing the lights around the inner circle. Try to space them evenly. I used 6 lights for the inner circle. Then we move to the outer edge and do the same. Start gluing the garland from the bottom edge, in the center, and finish there. This will give you easy access to the power supply. Take a ribbon or cord, roll it into a loop of the desired length, cut off the excess. Use a piece of felt and hot glue to secure the ends of the cord. Glue the loop to the top center of the wreath. Take a piece of felt slightly larger than the wreath. Apply glue to the back of the embroidery and glue the felt. It's better to apply in small sections so the glue doesn't have time to dry. Glue the entire surface in this way. Trim the excess felt along the wreath's outline. Be careful not to cut off the garland's lights. Do the same with the inside. I use a rubber band to secure the power supply. You can also use a piece of felt. Treat the edge of the elastic band with lighters, then glue this edge near the power supply. Wrap the power supply with a rubber band and cut it to the required length. Treat it with a lighter and glue it. Now you have quick access to the power supply to turn the garland on/off, as well as change the batteries. If you have fabric showing along the edge, add a little glue between the felt and the loops and press with your fingers. Repeat where necessary. Congratulations, you've created a gorgeous Christmas decoration. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.